um, all participants joining today. Today we are going to have a workshop on AI and Industry 4.0 tools for innovators and entrepreneurs. We are delighted to bring in all the students here from the Department of AI and ML. This session will introduce you with the practical AI concepts along with the key Industry 4.0 tools that empower innovation, enhance productivity, and open new entrepreneurial opportunities. We hope this workshop inspires fresh ideas, strengthens your skills, and helps you transform challenges into solutions. Thank you for being here, and we will look forward to an engaging and impactful session. Okay, now we'll have an uh, brief introduction about the resource person and the speaker from my hand.
Dr. Doreen Robin is a highly accomplished academician, researcher, and education leader in the field of computer science and engineering. With a specialization in computational intelligence, she is the director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, CIRF, a Section 8 company recognized by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs with 12A and NGO Darjan certifications. She holds a BTech in Information Technology and ME in Computer Science and Engineering and a PhD in the same field, all from esteemed universities in Chennai. Her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, grid and cloud computing, peer-to-peer systems, and big data analytics. Alongside her research leadership, she serves as the director of Bethel Group of Schools and principal of Bethel Global School, promoting quality education and holistic development. Dr. Robin has rich academic experience, having served at Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, SSN College of Engineering, and Anna University. She has published over 30 papers in reputed journals and is a reviewer for leading international journals. With over 700 workshops delivered across cutting edge technologies, she has significantly contributed to upskilling faculty and students. Her expertise spans data science, AI, cybersecurity, DevOps, and modern digital technologies. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Can one of you respond? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. It's wonderful to connect with you all today morning on this beautiful session and on the workshop, all right, on AI and Industry 4.0 for innovators and entrepreneurs, right? How many of you would like to be an entrepreneur? How many of you would like to become an yes, thank you. All right. All right. So I could see a few hands, and I know you're in maybe in your that's what your professor said. You'd be into a lab or a place where it has been broadcasted to you. Yes. If anybody could open up your camera so that I can view it, would be more wonderful. Okay, those are allowed. Thank you so much for all your hands and yeah, still students and you're all joining it. All right. So today we are going to see what is happening in the industry, right? What has been happening in the industry and how, as a budding engineer, right? You're a budding engineer. How many of you accept you're a budding engineer? Yes or no? Yes. All right. And here you'll be able to understand being a budding engineer and what is more important, right? What is more important to being a budding engineer. All right? Do you agree with me? You're all budding engineers? Thank you so much. All right. So we are going to spend the next 2 hours. I once again would like to thank Dr. Thimmiah Institute of Technology for having invited me for the session. This education institution is not new to me. I've been addressing to your session for more than a few years, right? And thank you once again for the invite that you've given to me. And those who could keep your cameras on, you can keep your cameras, or you can also post your answers on the chat. Next, I'm going to show you an image, and wherein you're going to find what are the mistakes onto this image. All right? Yes. Can you see this image? I'll give you 15 seconds time. You can think of it and then respond to the mistakes. There are almost 3 mistakes. Yes, please answers on chat, or you can respond. Yes, you can give your answers on chat. Or you could respond. All right. Yes, the stethoscope is not plugged into. Yes, there's a cookie. Thank you. Well said, Sudashri. Right? The stethoscope does not have the proper instrument. It rather had a cookie in it. Well, a good evaluation. And there are a few more mistakes. Quick, please. A different color socks. Very good. Srusti Reddy, right? I don't know. Rustic Reddy or something. All right. Thank you. There's one more. There's one more. Yes, the Thimmiah Institute has got wonderful, intelligent students. Yes, please. The third mistake you're able to find. All right. Yes, no. All right. So, the third mistake is you can find there is a dinosaur in the display case, right? Those who could have your cameras on, you can have your cameras on. So, it will be more easy for me to see to it, right? It will be more easy for me to see who are all lively connected. All right. Thank you so much. So you are able to find this. Listen now carefully. You are able to find that the stethoscope is a mistake. It's a cookie, not the stethoscope device. Why? Because you were able to know the fact. Able to get it? Without knowing the fact, without having the proper knowledge, what should be had, and then you are able to recognize it is a cookie. Right? We have tools coming every day, right? Different AI tools, like different types of AI we have. But more importantly, is what is one thing that is different from AI and human is that I probably think human, we have a common sense, and AI is able to synthesize the data. All right. So without having proper knowledge, use of these AI tools or Industry 4.0 is not going to be worth it. All right. These are tools that helps to speed up a task. Imagine years back, your mother would have used stones to grind, right? But now you've got machines that makes the process as simple as possible. And also it is making faster. All right. So these tools helps us to speed up the process. Listen carefully, but the proper facts and knowledge is very essential to work on in this environment. All right. Thank you so much. So in today's session, we're going to see about AI and Industry 4.0, and especially for innovators and entrepreneurs, especially for innovators and entrepreneurs. So this is what is Industry 4.0. Here we work with automation, all right? And you all started working with your, how many of you have done online shopping? Maybe this month or past 2-3 months. Have you done online shopping? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, Mother Fatima says yes. All right. A lot of people over here. All right. Many Tulasi says yes. All right, Nathan, Harika, Sudashri. All right, Diane, Litika, and Shakti, and so much and so more. You know, whether you're able to connect AI and Industry 4.0 in the online shopping that you do, you have an idea, you want to buy something, all right, and then you get connected with an application, either Amazon or Flipkart or whatever it is, Meesho, all right, and then you analyze it. There's a big data there available. All right, for one product, there are many vendors who are providing. Then you go into the analysis, reading the review, the star points, and then for these applications you need internet, and you've got a two-step verification or OTP. Then you place your order. Say for example, if it is going to be Amazon, it automates the process. It takes the product from the inventory, send it for packing, and you receive it at home. All right, the entire process is more optimized. You don't travel from home. Yes or no? Do you travel from home? You at your own place that you're able to do it. Yes. Yes, you're able to understand. If you could keep your cameras on, I can see only one camera that's on with your professors, and others, if there is a camera option, then you can on it. All right. All right. Now, before learning into, now we are proceeding towards Industry 6.0. All right. And first, Industry 1.0. Inception is very important for us to understand. Industry 1.0, it works with the steam engines, the water power supplies that we started working with. And then we went into Industry 2.0, where there is mass production on assembly lines, on electricity. All right. Then Industry 3.0, where we came into the interaction of computers and automation of tasks, right? And then Industry 4.0, we work with cyber physical systems. That's what it's a Industry 4.0. It works with AI with cyber physical systems, right? And then 5.0, it's human interaction with AI, robots, and IoT. All right, AI, robots, and there are hotels that uses robots. Have you heard of it? Yes or no? Hotels, have you seen in any video that robots is providing some services? Yes or no? You're right. So that's Industry 5.0. Then moving on to Industry 6.0, everywhere I say that's very important is to work with the sustainable development goals. Living symbiotic industry ecosystem and sustainability. Sustainability is very, very important. I hope your college works with UN SDG goals. How many goals are there in UN SDG? United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Are you aware of it? Yes or no? You can give your answers on the chat. Answers quick. Yes or no? All right. So these are UN sustainable development. I want you are all into second years, third years. I'm not very sure of it. But you are all computer science professionals or engineering graduates. This is very, very important for you to focus. Yeah, this is are you working with the UN SDG goals for your projects that you develop? Maybe yes or no, I'm not going to ask you the question, but it's very, very essential. We are moving into Industry 6.0. When you start working for your final year, people say final year project, but always I say you need to work with products. You all use Instagrams? You all use Instagrams? Yes or no? Whether Instagram is a product or a project. Instagram is a product or a project. Answers on chat. Yes, quick. No, most of you have given. Yes, it's a project or product. Instagram, your Gmails, LinkedIn. Is it a project or a product? Quick answers on the chat. Both. It's a product only. Thank you, Harika. When it's a product, it is more usable. You're able to understand when it's a product, it is more usable. So when you start working with the final year product that you're going to develop, ensure that you take an idea or a problem that you want to address and you want to give a solution. Generally, what kind of solution computer science professionals can give? Mostly, it could be a mobile application or a web application. All right, but you can embed your AI, right? Or I'm giving you the umbrella word of AI. AI has got many things to be put on into it, right? Ensure I always try to emphasize and share this with students because it's very, very essential. Ensure your product that you're going to develop, all right, is going to fit into one or more goals. Zero poverty to zero hunger to good health and well-being if you're going to work with sensors, or what is a quality education, all right, gender equality, clean water sanitation, and you can see to it all the 17 goals, right? So if you're going to work with climatic data sets, then find out climatic actions. There are so many applications that we can develop to it. So do not think of a bigger application. Try to address one problem and try to make it to be a product, right? Maybe a mobile app or a web app. All right, but it should attain to any one of it because this is what is Industry 6.0 moving. And when you go into a job or you want to become an entrepreneur, this skill is very, very essential. Anything that you're going to do, is it sustainable? All right, and also I keep emphasizing or keep evangelizing of to use not to use the one single use plastics. You get the plastic bags, right? The plastic bags, when you go for a shop, it's a single use, then you throw it, but it takes so many days to decompose it, all right? And sometimes it stays back. The masala packets that you take, you remember we use masala packets, all right? And it takes some years even to decompose it. So think on working on with that, all right? Nowadays you cannot only work with only a computer science professional if you want to become an entrepreneur, or you need to collaborate with people of different departments. That's very, very, very important to do a product, all right? So this is where we are moving on to it. So this skill is much needed in the industry to become innovator and an entrepreneur. But for this session, we are focusing on 4.0. All right, this I want you all to make a note of it. At the end of the session, I'll give my contact. You can see to it and then figure it out and let us know if you've got any guidance that you need in developing. So in 1790s, it was machineries of steam power, water, and 1900 it was on electricity. 1970s, the computer came into existence. All right, in 2000, the world of internet came. Into 2020, brain-machine interface, that is AI and robotics, and 2040, where you would be on your prime job, customer-driven virtualized manufacturing. Now you're able to understand why am I emphasizing of your skills needed for Industry 6.0. Able to get it? Yes, because this is very, very essential. All right, so now I'm going to listen carefully, everyone. I'm going to play a video of what is Industry 4.0, how AI gets integrated with it. Listen to the video very carefully. At the end of this video, I'll be having a word cloud, contest. So you have to give me a response. What are those words, or what are one or two words that was your greatest key takeaway, right? You can have it like 1, 2 to 3 words, right? Or minimum 1, 2, 3 words as you listen to this video. What is that that you are able to understand from this video? Are you clear? Yes? I can see only one cameras. Others, if you have cameras, you can share. You can open up your camera. So it will be more, I'll be able to see whether you're all there. Alright, shall I start with the video? You're ready? Yes? Okay. Listen to it carefully.
What is Industry 4.0 and what does it mean for you?
Is it audible?
Technology is driving change across all areas of society. Not only do we increasingly use it and even rely on it in our personal lives, we also find our workplaces digitally evolving, with more and more processes now being undertaken using technology. This change is known as the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 will see many tasks that were once performed by us now being automated. With the collection and analysis of real-time data, artificial intelligence, and the ability for all components of a production line to talk to each other, production can be really efficient and personalized according to customer needs. But what does this mean for us? With increased automation, our time will be freed up for concentrating on more complex tasks. We will need a workforce who are capable of building, programming, and developing these technologies, but also making sure we are applying them to our lives in an ethical way. There are core skills that we can offer that technology cannot replace. The human touch is going to be incredibly important, ensuring effective communication, problem solving, and supporting change management in this digital environment. There will also be a greater need for joint working across disciplines, creating new innovations. The future job market will be looking for graduates with an open mind to explore the unknown future possibilities. We will all need to develop our skills in order to embrace, adapt to this ever-changing environment. What will you do to make sure you are ready and have the right skills to thrive in the Fourth Industrial Revolution?
All right. That comes to the end of this video. All right. Now, so you can scan this QR code. Okay, you can scan this and you can give your answers. You all got your mobiles, right? There's no need, nothing to register. Just scan the QR code or type slido.com and type in the number. That's it, no registration. Just type in the code 1601509. You'll get join as a participant 1609509. One 1601509. Enter a word. Only 2 participants I can see. What is the 1 to 3 words that represents your biggest takeaway from this video? You're able to come in, students? Don't type the code, but I want you to, what is the 1 to 2 word? 1 to 3 word that represents your biggest takeaway from the video that you watched. about just the words that captured your mind? Yes, I can see 7 participants. Interpersonal problems, develop skills, solving, work, communication, Gen AI. Very well said. Let me wait for a few more minutes. Yes, please. Yes. 11 have joined problem solving. The word who gives most is on bigger font. All right. Very well. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, 14. Collaboration, creative thinking, interpersonal, time management, the model of it. Well said. Yes. Yes, please. All right. 18 of you have joined. All right. So, yeah, still sustainable development. Well said. Well said. How to use AI. Yes. 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 All right. So, I'm able to see that most of you have responded and have listened to this video. All right. And now let's move on to these slides. So that's a very good response from all the participants here. All right. So see, now you find that Industry 4.0, we said fourth industrial revolution, where it majorly works with cyber physical systems. What is cyber? Cyber is everything that's connected with the internet and any devices that connected with the internet. All right, cyber physical system, the internet of things, different sensors that you get connected, AI, all right, and the robotics and cloud. You're all. How many of you are using Google? Where is your data stored? Where is your data stored? On your mobile or on cloud? It's on mobile or on cloud? Quick. Answers on chat. Happy to see good response from It's on the cloud. Thank you, Harika. Thank you, Ravi Kumar. So, which means the cloud computing is something that runs on your systems, right? That runs and then it is not saved onto your system by and large. It's not saved on your system by and large, but it's there. All right, but it is there, but it is not stored on your system. So this cloud computing plays, it has got both the advantages and the disadvantages. That's what I always say. It has got both the advantage and your disadvantages, right? To make smart automation, data-driven production that improves your efficiency, flexibility, and innovation. What is innovation? Because this is organized by IIC, right? What is innovation? Institution Innovation Council. What does the word innovation means? What does innovation means? Any answers on chat? What is innovating? Any answers, please? Innovation always needs your ideas, right? And then you have to do a commercialization, right? That's very important, right? You try to innovate, you bring in your ideas, you try to develop or you enhance an already having an application, and then you commercialize it, right? That is called innovation. So there's a lot of digital transformations. You see, earlier days we go to shop and buy, rather we do it creating, yeah, something which is not existent or modifying. Very good, Darshan. Very good. Something new. You're having your creativity or a new idea, and that's multiplied by commercialization, right? Ideas or products that is multiplied by commercialization, right? And that is without commercialization, only if you have a product, it is not going to be of no use, right? That's what we say, new products. Say, for example, you're all using pens to when you come to college, you use pens, yes or no? Yes or no? All right. See, when you use your pen, each, say for example, use the same brand, but the different version of it, the different models have got your new thing, right? So they do a very good on commercialization, machine, right? Smart factories, right? Data driven, real time data collection, analysis, and feedback. Have you worked with Power BI or any process automations, right? Real time dashboard. Have you seen any real time dashboards on cyber security or cyber crime? Yes or no? All right. So you have got different tools where you'll be able to find, and also if you use Power BI or Tableau or whatever it is, you'll be able to find in a dashboard where automatically takes your task and then brings into it, right? And they bring into it, right? So therein you'll be able to find it out, right? There you'll be able to find it out. Say, for example, if I'm going to cyber security, whether it is going to be any attacks or there or any intrusion has done, all right? So there you can find it out. There you'll be able to find out. So that's very, very important. Real-time attacks are there. All right, I can show you. Can you see my screen now? Can you see it, ma? Yes or no? Okay, thank you. Yeah, able. Thank you, Darshan. Now you see, this is a live thread, right? Like live threads that is you're able to see to where the threats are happening. Live cyber threat map. How many attacks are there? Right? Can you see? How many hundred thousands, right? Of attacks. Able to understand? So this is all an example of AI and Industry 4.0, where you do the automation of tasks, right? So what are the top target countries today? You can see Ethiopia, Nepal, Indonesia. So you can something on Ukraine. Top targeted industries. See, it's education. You also belong to an education industry. And what is the type of malwares they are using? Can you see it's mobileware, adware, and phishing attack? Able to get it? All right. This is an example of a real-time cyber threat map. All right. So moving back to this. So, and here you find real-time collection, analysis, and feedback for process optimization. All right. And then you combine your physical systems, softwares for seamless, and also innovators to develop smarter products. So we started with the 1.0, 2.0, 3, and 4.0. Right? So what are the benefits? It's more efficient. Knowledge sharing is more. If we are in one part of the world and still we are able to see the live cyber threat map, right? It reduces the cost, improves sustainability. Sustainability is something very, very important to focus. I keep emphasizing, I keep evangelizing about UN sustainable goals, very new innovation opportunities, right? More flexibility. You can work nowadays. You have seen a lot of people work from home, all right, and increased revenue and enhanced customer experience, right? How many of you use in Amazon? There's a new thing has come, so where you'll be able to open up your camera in your home and then you can just show to it whether the product that you buy could be able to fix it there. Yes or no? All right. All right. So much and so more. Improved ESG and high ROI, return of investment. So these are benefits of Industry 4.0, right? Because I don't know how many of you viewed it, and Amazon product, right? Product, how do they do the packaging process? It's all done mostly with robots, right? How it done? It's basically you place the order, it finds in which in the industry it is available, all right, and then it automatically takes the product, it moves to the place where it has to be done, and then it does your packaging, all right. Just a minute, I can show this. It's, can you
It's
see this
exciting to
video?
see a machine that was redesigned to now use paper. A few years ago, Amazon stopped using machines to pack with single-use plastic in the UK. Our
Can you
engineers
see?
redesigned these machines to run with paper instead. A team member places the product inside the machine. The machine scans the product, identifies the right size of the package, cuts the paper, and seal it around the product so it fits snugly. This machine uses high-performance engineered paper that our scientists designed in partnership with our suppliers. On average, every shipment we pack using this machine avoids 26 grams of packaging. This paper envelope is fully recyclable with your household recycling, just like every paper and cardboard packages Amazon uses in the UK.
Okay. Now we are able to understand. Yes, even see, I said, you all said on the word cloud on sustainability. See, they are sustainable development, right? Here, I can share this, right? The word cloud that you have given, right? Sustainable development, right? Time management. There are a lot of machines and resources. They said, how many grams can any one of you say how many grams they save per bag? Anybody on the chat, you can say to it. Able to get it? Yes. All right. See, the sustainability is very important. Sustainability is very, very important. Anybody, let me see onto the chat. Wow. Thank you so much, Mahar and Sudha. 26 gram, exactly the same, the weight that she said. She are able to save. All right, this is such an example how they accelerate the innovation. All right, majoring, focusing on sustain, and you see, and also she said the packages exactly fits the product size. That's very important to understand, right? Avoids more than 26 grams of packing, right? So you can understand through that, right? And then access to real-time data, allowing entrepreneurs. How many of you used Ola, Uber? Anybody used Ola, Uber for traveling, or Zapto, or what is that new? A Rapido or something? What is so famous in Karnataka? Yes? Yes, no? All right, you've all used, right? But you know how the Ola, who started? Who started Ola? Do you know the success story of Ola? Who started? Two computer science engineers. All right, who started Flipkart? They were the people who were working in Amazon. All right, so this is how it comes. This is how they see to it. They have a power dashboard. They say which country has got which, how much profit they have got, or how much loss they have got. And Ola is giving a lot of data for you and me to work on with, right? And you can see to it, and then you find how Ola engineering works. I think, sorry, not Ola, I think Uber. And she show you the link. Yeah, you can Google search as Uber engineering blog. Can you see? You can see too. This is very important. I always share with people, especially with students, right? Why it is much needed, right? Why it is much needed? Let me share. When you click on to the first thing, just click Uber engineering blog. All right, and there here it says about how it works, right? So what date is today? It is 18th. Can you see they've given how the input-output observability for Uber's massive petabyte data scale, data lake looks like. Can you see? And also they give you how the cloud providers works, what was the problem, right? High coverage and transparency. All right, and how it works. So whenever you have free time, every day we have got time to see our Instagram reels, and that's okay. That's also needed for entertainment on a good zone. But here you can see Uber engineering. They keep giving every day what are the new technology integration they bring. You know what is LLMs? Large language models. So all the generative AI uses now. So here they use the requirement adherence, boosting data, labeling quality using LLMs. So what is the type of LLM? You use ChatGPT, do not use it for assignments. All right, use it as a tutor to learn yourself. What are the LLM gateways? How do they extract? What is the human feedback? And what is the rule finalization? So Ola doesn't give. I'm not very sure about Ola, but Uber, they give you the entire technology upgradation, and which is very important to understand this. For how many of you this is new? How many of you have not seen Uber engineering blog before? For how many of you this is new? If it is new, are you hearing this information new? Type yes, new on the chat. Yes, Bhavesh and Agarwal. Thank you, Ravi Kumar. You can learn about Bhavesh, and also you can see on my YouTube channel. I would have spoken about how they started Ola. Like it was Bhavesh who was traveling in a car, and as the time it was progressing, the driver was demanding a huge. There were an increased amount of money for the travel. Bhavesh got angry. Right? Why should I pay? Then he stopped it in the middle and he got down from the car, and then that was where his idea. Idea is very important for innovation, right? Creative thinking ideas, right? So then he started, why not people should know how much they need to pay before they start their travel? That's the idea. It came from that problem that he experienced it, and now every one of us know how much we need to pay, and we do not demand people, right? The drivers cannot demand, and we are very much on a safer and little stress-free and tension-free before we start with the drive. So every problem that you experience, come out with an idea and solution that benefits for more people, right? That's what Indian IPR also says. It benefit for all. That is what is their entire titling or their logo is all about, right? That's a vision statement, right? That's what they say. It's not only your ideas. How these ideas, they say, a nation where intellectual property stimulates creativity and innovation for everyone's benefit, promoting advancement in science and technology. This is our Indian national IPR. So any product that you're going to develop using AI or IoT or whatever is the technology, right? We ensure the product gives everyone's benefit. That's very, very important. And you are also running this session along with your IICs, right? Cost and resource efficiency, because most of it, like years back, I was traveling from US to India, and then fortunately to me, the person who was sitting next to me was a person working in Amazon, and she was a young girl, and the travel was almost 17 hours. You cannot just like that keep quiet. So we picked up a conversation, and she said, ma'am, I'm just going to company today. I'm not very sure the next day I'll have my job. Why? Because all the human works are converted by machineries or robots that completes the tasks, right? And that's why I tell you, skill is very, very important, right? Skill is, if you remove the first letter from the skill, what is the word that you get? If you remove the first letter from the word skill, what is the word that you get? Answers on chat, or you can unmute. Yes, please. Skill. All right. So, which means your skill is very, very important. As you journey through, when you are into your prime time of your job, like your parents were able to sustain the family and your education fees with one or two salaries, right? Maybe a father or mother. When you become parent, I tell you, with one job and one salary, it's very difficult to sustain. You need to go for 9 to 5 job. Okay, if you wish that you can go on for it, and after when you come back, you need to have something like freelancing. Even if you're very good in developing an AI-based web pages, or you're good in digital marketing, like 10 years, but 10 years I was working in engineering colleges like professor and heads, right? And like one student I know, she loves baking a lot, and she worked in a software company, enriched her knowledge on mobile application development. When she comes back home, she bakes, and she has an application. So and also she is connected with some applications where people can place the order. Now this industry is also, and any errors on the software, she immediately sits and corrects it, and it's very cost and resource efficiency, right? And now because the number of orders in our baking sector, because baking is a passion, right? And then she started employing people, and it is amazingly going well. Now she has got to, she said, some months, ma'am, more than my company, a year more on my baking shop, right? And this is what, and she does not have any physical shop. Everything is online. They place order, the people, they do it, pack it, and send it off. How the technology has increased, right? So smart products and services, right? And next, we move on to advantages, right? Competitive advantages. You have got your health tech startups, right? I want you all to visit, if you have time, something called AMTZ. Have you heard about AMTZ? It is called, I can show it to you. Andhra MedTech Zone. I personally visited this place. Very, very beautiful. And when you come out with an idea, they have got people who can calibrate it, find the fitness of your product, and they also tell you how to commercialize. This is how it works. You can see what are the services, especially if it's students there, right? Entire Andhra MedTech, they work with all health institutes about education standards. And last year, we were able to see oxygen concentrators. You can also have an industrial visit to this place. All right. and you can certify your product. World Health Forums, right? We are planning to have it in 11th to 13th, and you can see what are the schemes they have for students and also for faculties. They give you space, they give you 5 to 10 lakhs, not as cash, but to the products that you need for your new products. And you can click on the products and see what are the products they have done. Can you see here, blood pressure monitor? You can ask them. This is what we have seen. During COVID, we had a lot of products on oxygen concentrators. So they started with oxygen concentrators, they developed there, and there are different people. This is 10 liter, 5 liter, and they help you with people whether it is the product. You're trying to convert your idea to a product, right? And there are people who are able to find calibrated and find the fitness of your products. Can you see to it? And I think it's a really very good place for students like you to go and see to it how you can see it from the start to the scratch, from the start to the end of the product, how they develop it, right? So this would give you an insight, right? This would give you an insight of it. All right. And scalability and flexibility, when you use a cloud, you either scale up or scale this according to it. All right. So what is AI? You're all AI ML students, right? Yes or no? Which department students? Which department students? You're all? Yeah, you're AI ML students. It's tell me what is AI. Only I am speaking. I want what is from your understanding? Either you can unmute and say. Yes. What is your understanding? What is AI all about? Yes, please. What is AI? You're all there? Am I audible? Yes, please. All right. So here you either use machine learning or deep learning or natural language processing or robots, where we make the machine to do some tasks, right? Where we make a machine to we train it, right? We train it, and then we make the systems to work on with that. Yes, it tries to work like us, right? So use some sample data to train. What are projects that you've done till now? Either put your answers on chat or you can unmute and speak. Are you there with me? A machine that is to act and think like human. Thank you, dear. Yes, please. Others. Right? Whenever your faculties they train you, all right. Whenever the faculties they train you, before you go for your end semester, they give you some revision exams, all right, and they tell you if you do well, you'll be able to score good marks. If not, you'll not be able to score. And if you're not up to the mark, they then try to give you a revision or special classes. All right. So they train you and try to find what kind of pattern you belong to and do it accordingly. All right. So next comes your deep learning, right? AI is a bigger umbrella word, right? A subset of AI is machine learning. A subset of machine learning is deep learning. A subset of deep learning is Gen AI. All right. So when you take your neural networks, computer systems, they're designed to imitate with neurons, right? There's something called synaptic connections. You know, whenever you learn something new, a new connection happens in your brain. So it tries to learn from your data patterns and thus. Then natural language processing, right? We use either in ChatGPT or use Siri. You try to process it and then it does. Robotics, right? Actually, without human, because heart attack prediction. Thank you, Dia. Thank you for your response. You've done heart attack prediction using ML. That's really good. All right. And here you see to but using robotics, you try to put into your data. What is very important in AI that you need to understand is the learning improves, right? Performance of data. And the more you give in your correct data, so the more good data that you give it, you get very good kind of, what do I say? Good, the ingredients is very good for cooking, right? The cooking of food. So same thing, your data plays a vital role and making decisions based on rules, what you're going to give it on. All right. So perception, understanding through vision, speech, or sensors. You all go to ATM. Have you all gone to ATMs? Can you see different cameras in ATMs over there? Yes, no? Have you seen? Yes or no? Yes. And at times you see if two people are going into an ATM, what the ATM machine will speak. What it will speak. There are more people inside, one of you go out, or only one person is allowed. Have you heard? Yes. Have you heard of it? Yes. Why there is what it understands the environment through the camera. It tries to understand and then it responses back. And then it responses back. All right. So, what are the example application of a chatbots? You all use ChatGPT, Gemini, yes or no? Once I called for a conference keynote speech to a college. You know what is the title of my talk? When to use ChatGPT, when not to use ChatGPT, how to use ChatGPT, how not to use ChatGPT for students. All right. So that's very important for you to understand. So recommendations in e-commerce like Amazon, Netflix, or YouTube. When you see a video, can you see the related videos on the right? Yes or no? That's an example of recommendation system. All right. And what are types of AI? So Industry 4.0 we have already seen. Have you worked with any project with the VR AR? Have you worked with any projects with VR AR? Yes, no, cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, there's a good data set called that you can work with intrusion detection system or intrusion prevention systems. All right. And that you can do, you can work with cloud computing, all right, additive manufacturing and simulation, and also in big data, Internet of Things and robotics. So there are the three kinds of AI, artificial or narrow AI, or general AI or super intelligence. See, narrow AI we call it as weak AI. How many of you use Siri where you give an instruction and then it works? Yes or no? That is an example of weak AI. It can perform. Maybe you use Alexa to switch on light, then it switches on the light. It does only one task. It cannot think beyond it has been trained for. Have you seen it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Am I audible or not? Yes. Anyone of, anyone of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, yes. Okay. So how when you try with Alexa, how it works, and because it works only with one instruction. If you give an instruction, it will reverse back to the instruction, right? So that's we call it as narrow AI, right? Narrow AI, because they focus only on one. And for chatbot services, you ask a question, it will give an answer. All right. And BMW AI-based defect detection cameras. All right. And next to strong AI, right? It tries to act like a human. Can you give me any example of strong AI? Real-time examples of strong AI. Can you put your answers on chat? This is the answer. All right. Any example of strong AI? Quick, please. Now you can search and also post. It's fast. Example of real-time examples. OpenAI is your generative AI. You didn't get no real-time examples. Right? We call, how many of you know Sophia the robot? Do you know about Sophia AI robot by Hansen? Hansen Robotics. Have you seen? Yes or no? Okay, I'm getting only answers from a humanoid robot, right? That's an example of a strong AI, right? Sophia the robot, right? So it tries to speak, it tries to interact. How many of you know about Sophia? Sophia robot. Yes, Makhar says yes. Others? Others? And then you can see to it. And you can see how it speaks. It tries to speak like a human, right? It tries to speak like a human, right?
Reporter asked Sophia, "Do you want to destroy humans?" And what she said left everyone speechless.
Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
I believe that we are now reaching a time where scientists and engineers should be thinking heavily about if they should instead of if they could. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments down below. Reporter asked Sophia, "Do you want to destroy humans?" And what she said left everyone speechless.
Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
I believe that we are now reaching a time where scientists and engineers
Where even without a human interaction, all right, it is able to respond. So that we call it as strong AI. Super AI or specialized AI, right? They surpasses and they try to do processing automatically, or we call it as they try to They make decisions, reasoning, emotional understanding. It's very theoretical. And there's one more part of AI. It is called a specialized AI. So where it happens, it also does the, if you give the sketch of the place, right? And then it does your painting, right? So using the robots. So that we call it as specialized AI. You just give the robots the style of the rooms and what is the measurement of the rooms. It does the painting, right? It does your painting. So painting rooms, only the design should be given, and it completes the tasks, right? So like a human and very fast, right? And it is very, very fast that you can find. That we call it a specialized AI. All right. And any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? Answer some chat, please. No, thank you, Dia. Thank you, Ravi. What about others? There are so many of you here. Most of you cannot see. Darshan says no. Rashmi says no. All right. Are you able to learn something new? All right. So it works with waste management, with simulation systems, all right, and virtualization, system integration, IoT, and autonomous robots. All right. So it's also used for predictive maintenance. AI for predictive equipment before they happen. They give you. How many of you have seen battery health of your mobile phone? You know how to see the battery health of your mobile phones? Yes or no? Go to take your mobiles, go to your settings, go to general and type battery health or battery. Yeah, you'll be able to say what is the health of your battery. Can you find it out and put it onto the chat now? Can you find it out and post it onto the chat now? Yes, please. What is your battery health? I want you to post onto the chat what is the percentage of your battery's health. Yes, please. Faster. Yes, 21. Not a battery percentage. Battery health percentage. Say for example, I'm not very sure. You take your mobile, go to your settings, go to general or battery, and you see your battery health. So what is your capacity? I don't know if you're able to see in my mobile. Can you see? What is your battery health that you can see? 96%. That's really good, Darshan. It sees maximum capacity and what is the battery health. Others, you're able to see to it. Not your battery percentage. Battery health. So I can show to you, go to your battery settings, more battery settings, battery health or maximum options. You'll get like this. And this is for Android if you're going to use. And don't use third-party application if it is going to be iPhone. You go to your settings, battery and health charging, you can see onto it. Have you all seen? You get like this. Can you see? I'll try to zoom. So this is how it looks like. Battery health and charging. Then you can see the capacity here. Can you see? Because this will tell you whether you need to replace or how is your mobile working. Don't use other application unwantedly. We need not install any apps. With your setting itself, you can see to it. In Android, you get it like this. Battery usage, battery capacity, battery health. Can you see? Yes, no? What others have not responded. What happened? Am I audible? Okay, thank you, Shaftina. Others, you can find it. All right. So, and also you can use your quality control and defect detections, right? Defect detection, even there is going to be a small micro crack, right? That could be found using your machines, right? With AI and Industry 4.0. Many, so if you take like very high brand cars like Audi, BMW, Jaguar, if they're able to find one crack also, you know what they will be doing? They will be replacing the entire uh, car, right? So there they work with lot of systems where they'll be able to find whether there is going to be any defect or not. All right. So how it works in industry, how it works in manufacturing. Um, all right. You can see how Amazon is using AI and cyber physical systems, right? With Industry 4.0, the packing industry. Okay, so this is how they work with smart manufacturing. All right, this is how they work with smart manufacturing. So they reduce lot of human, they use autonomous robots. You can see how they work on the assembly line, and also in supply chain optimization, how they're able to forecast what are the data that are available. And then it's more on personal e-commerce. We said how you've also seen, like you have got your own experience. Forecasting, right? How the data are there, how people work in an organization. Your faculties are focused, how you get placed, right? How you use your academic performance, right? When you go for an industry, we see how the sales of the product is. All right, in your college, you see the predictive last year, this was your admission from the next year, what would be the admission from, what were the pros, what are the cons, right? And that's about predictive analytics, right? And AI, they're used in product design and problem solving, right? How they accelerate the product design, all right, and what kind of product be done through predictive insights, right? So key AI operation, like you need to analyze the product development strategy, the quality control, the product management, virtual assistant interface, and product on cybersecurity. Now I'm going to give you a few minutes to think. You all know how to use ChatGPT, right? Or Gemini or any tool. Try to think of a problem and try to design a solution. In short, can you give it in 2 points? This is the problem that I'm going to address. This will be my product, and that's the solution to the problem. Because it's a workshop, right? I want you all to work during. You can use any AI tools to generate solutions for the problem, but the idea of the problem should be what you've experienced. Can you? Yes or no? Respond, please. Any idea which is non-existent? Thank you, Darshan. I'll give you a few minutes time. A problem, and you can generate how to find solution to the problem and the product. I'll give you 5 to 7 minutes time. See, you have to take a problem that you've experienced and a solution. For the solution, you can give. You can ask any AI tools. The solution, either it could be a mobile app or web app. And what does the solution bring? In 1 or 2 sentences is fine. The problem, I'm just sharing it. You can scan the QR code and share the problem, experience, and the solution ideas. How the solution, very short in 2 sentences. But the problem should be what problem that you've experienced. Maybe take 5-10 minutes time. Any doubts you can ask on chat or you can unmute and ask. Yes, please, you're all working on it, I sure. Just 1 or 2 sentences. The problem, see the idea you're just giving either it is a product or not, that I'm not very sure. I want to bring out with your ideas. To generate ideas, you can use. Any doubts can ask me. You're all joining now? Can one or two respond, please? Are you working on with that? No answers on chat. Am I audible? Are you working? If you're working, just type W on the chat. If you're working on with the ideas and the problems and the ideas, then solution ideas, can you type W on the chat, please? Naveen sir, am I audible? Yeah, any one of you respond? Am I audible? Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Type W on the chat, please, if you're working on. Yes. Just scan the QR code and join. Not even one is joined. Do you face any difficulty, ma? Do you face any difficulty?
Network issues.
Okay. Say for example, okay. I'm asking, right? Share a problem. So what is that I'm asking is that you can ask, maybe I'm using chat GPT, share a problem experience. I'm going to give you how to replace the masala plastic covers uh, with the sustainable product. Generate solution ideas. This is what I'm expecting from you. I'm just giving you an example. Replacing single use. Can you see with biodegradable from cornstarch, from banana fiber or seaweed, and introduced a refill station kiosks in local stores, reusable spice jars, and you can have a mobile or web app to track the refilling or reward eco-friendly points. Can you see? So what are the environmental benefits? They are decomposable, banana fiber packing, seaweed based. This is what the 2-sentence pitch, right? The business model. This is what I'm asking. That's what I asked, just a 2 sentence. This is very important. Sustainable material with constant bioplastic and seaweed naturally within months. Eliminates microplastic pollutions, drastically reduces none, and unlike petroleum-based plastic, and they're low carbon and they're more eco-friendly. Can you find it is more eco-friendly? You're able to get it, ma? I'm just giving you a idea and a solution from AI tool. Are you there with me? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
This is what I'm expecting from you. Can you do it or shall I move on? All right, as you are having some network issue, let me move on to the slides, please. All right, but the link is still open and you can start whenever you get your network correctly, you can start working on with that. All right, and you also know what is IoT, like Alexa, smart home, and lot of manufacturing. I showed you big data. I showed you how the dashboard works. So you remember I showed you about the cyber threat space, right? And AWS Micro Azure, they use a lot on storage. All your Gmails, right? On your Gmails that uses. What is digital twin? It's a virtual model or digital replica of a real product. Generally, they use it for simulation or testing, or a virtual simulation of a turbine, right? Even before manufacturing and how it is optimized in the workflow. And using this, you can predict the failures, how to improvise the test, and to reduce the cost of physical prototypes. So that is what we call it as digital twins. Before you move on to, you have worked with the, what is that they call the 3D printer. Do you have 3D printer in your college? You can make a prototype of it, yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then you can think of a product and you can make a small miniature of a product using your 3D prints, right? So that is also available. And then when you take AI tools, you know, you are on AI students, you have to work with TensorFlow, PyTorch. Like how even these last time we gave internship from an organization on generative AI. How can you develop an application using generative AI? Right, any kind of training that you needed, you can also connect with us. And ChatGPT uses natural language processing and the AR VR technologies, right, that blends both the real world and the virtual world. All right, and 3D printing, I said that layer by layer on digital design that could be used. So when you come into the case study, predictive maintenance, we use different AI sensors and data analytics to predict the equipment before they happen. So how they're fitted, how they use to detect unusual patterns, all right, how they could give an alerts. You can see how it works in smart factory and industry 4.0.
Hello?
Okay, you're able to see, all right, how it works. All right. Actually, also Siemens uses AI-based predictive maintenance, right? And also Bosch, you know that bigger company, they use IoT sensors in their assembly line to monitor motor vibrations and reduces the downtime. So you are reducing the unplanned shutdown, saves the repair cost, increases machines lifespan because we always say prevention is better than cure. All right, and smart factories, right? How they used data-driven factories like machines and robots to communicate, connected devices. I showed you how BMW manufacturing works. Also, digital twin for process simulation. Siemens uses digital factory that uses digital twins plus AI to simulate the product lines before they're implementing. All right, and Bosch also uses autonomous robots like IoT sensors. And like in agriculture, there's a lot working with AI. all right, with Industry 4.0. And you see how the agriculture smart farming, John Tree. So he rapidly, agriculture is now transforming with AI, IoT and automations using drones and data analytics. When you see about John Tree, have you heard about John Tree? He's a global leader in farm machineries and he has worked on precision agriculture. So it increases the farmers for higher yield and reduces waste and optimizes the resources. We use AI-powered tractors with cameras and machine learning algorithm available into it. So it will find whether weeds or any there is any crop health issues, or there are any plant defect or leaf defects, and then the AI system will decide which pesticides to use, where to use, and how to use, and what level, instead of spraying the entire field. So the second thing, he works with spraying with robots. See and spray technology. They use robotic arms and targeting spraying only where there is an disease or any infection. So it distinguishes between plant and weeds using deep learning, and the spray nozzles activates only when it is needed. And also he works with IoT soil sensors for smart irrigation. They use IoT soil sensors for the moisture level, nutrition content, the pH level, the temperature, and they send real-time data to the farmers. And also in some places, they are trying to take with the climatic condition and the soil, right? The soil moisture level, nutrition, which crop could be given, which crop could be sown, and which would be giving us a higher yield also works, right? And healthcare 4.0, healthcare, most of us in AI diagnostics, right? Like X-ray, MRI, even an institution, one of the researchers worked with supercomposing MRI with CT images to find the precision of tumors. All right, and they've done a research work onto it, and it's and it has been published. All right, to just find diseases more, and anyhow, we need a doctor, but it does the pre-processing faster. All right, so early detection of cancer from MRI or CT scan, deep learning to find diabetic retinopathy for eye images, and ChatGPT medical health. And sometimes it's always good, and sometimes it is not that good also. That's what I feel, right? Over knowledge, like doctors needs to know what they need to know. We need to know what we need to know. All right. But it helps even doctors when there is during Corona time there were more doctors. So for pre-processing it could be used, but if it is yes or no should be defined only by a proper medical doctor. All right. Any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? Why there's no response? Initially we had good responses.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Now let's play a multiple choice quiz. I want everybody to join. No network issue complaint. I should not get it. Okay. All right. Yes, join this quiz. Once you join the quiz, I'll start. Now, for this quiz, you have to go to slido.com, give the number 2854-489 and give your name, your own name. And I'll be seeing your name popping up on the screen, and then I'll start. All right. Quickly join, please. Just 5 multiple choice questions. Thank you, Sadhya. Others. Yes, others? Want everyone to join. Yes, please. Yes, only 8 have joined. What about others? Shall we start? Only 8 have joined. Okay. 9 have joined. Okay, 10 have joined. 11. I'll wait for 1 more minute. It's 12:45. I'll wait for 12:46. Other than that, nobody? Okay. Let's begin. The first question. Which type of AI is most commonly used in Industry 4.0? All right. The right answer is narrow AI. Most of you have given narrow AI. 50%. First place it's Sorup and second Jishur. Right? I want everybody to answer. Just click on the link, you can answer. Let's move on to the second question for the day. What farming technology yes, blockchain. We have seen how John Deere, computer vision plus AI. So first place it's Swaroop, second Sadhya, Jeshur, Litika, and Vivendra. Okay, next question. And predictive maintenance, IoT and AI. Let's see who's on the first place. First place it's again Swaroop, Sadhya, Tamanna, and Naveen. Let's move on to the fourth question of the day. So what is the main purpose of digital twin? It's a, most of you given the right. Thank you. Ritual simulation of real machine. Google review. Cool. Sure. All right. And on the first place, we have. Yeah, what happened? It's Sorup on the first place. He has given right answers for all. Satya second place. It computes who gives the right answer and also who gives faster. The final question that is going to decide who is the winner of the day. Let's see. AI-based quality inspection and factories commonly used which fields of AI? NLP, deep reinforcement learning, or computer vision? So the right answer is computer vision, and the winner of the day is Sadhya Tamanna. All right, can I hear from you? Second place, Surup, congratulations. Third, Naveen. Fourth, Vivender, and fifth, Sandeep. Congratulations to all. Sandhya, can you unmute your mic and speak? What is your experience of being a winner, and what are the three learnings that you've learned today? Key three learnings today.
I had a good experience learning new things, ma'am.
What are the three learnings that you have learned today? Any three outcomes? Something new that you learned? Or anyone? What are the things that you've learned?
Generative AI, new tools, generative AI.
Generative AI. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry, something had happened, and yeah, I joined back. All right, you're able to see. Am I audible? I always say expect the unexpected in that game. So your health is very, very important in your life. All right, that's what I keep saying. Eat things properly. Don't try to eat whatever you want to know. 10 years before, I was working as a professor, and here, I had a fever. As you all know, when we have fever, we take paracetamol. I took paracetamol, and but still it didn't work out. April 30th, 2015, I became paralyzed below my hip. Both hands didn't work, and doctors told I would not walk for life. I was in the hospital for 13 days, and per time I was taking 25 tablets per day, 75 tablets. I was not able to even eat one rice. And I was on catheter for more than 40 days, and the doctors told I will not walk for life, only through prayers and physiotherapy. What is not possible with men, it is possible with God. What is not possible with men, it is possible with God. And only through God's grace, I started back. In July, my toes started moving little, and August I started walking with a walker. And now, by grace of God, both my hands, legs, everything works very well, fine. It's a great miracle of God. And now I go for almost 300 to 400 sessions per year around the world. So what I'm trying to share, this is my life experience. Your health is your wealth. There is replacement for everything, but there is no replacement for your health and for your family. And boys and girls, when you drive, be careful. When you're into social media, please be very careful. Take care of your emotional health. All right, people in this world try to give you a lot of stress and many things happen, but you are important for your family, you are important for God. You have to create an identity, you have to establish the purpose why God has created. All right. Now, before leaving, you can scan this QR code, give your name, your college name, and which year of study and department, and what is one line about the session. I'll wait for next few more minutes so that you can give it. Just scan the QR code, or if you wish to have a link, also I can give you the link on the chat. How do you find the session? Was it useful? This 2-hour session, did you learn something new? So I'll give this on the chat. You can click the link instead of scanning QR code. And this is a company's website. You can visit our website, cirf.co.in. We stand for Computational Intelligence Research Foundation. And we have another company which is called the Sinotech Computational Intelligence Technology, right? Innovation Technology, Innotech. So this is a private limited company. What are the products and what we work on with sustainable values, innovation and customer focus and employment empowerment. We provide software solution, consulting, training and workshop and research and development, product development and digital marketing. And you can see to our website, and the other website is CIRF, wherein at CIRF we provide internships and in-plant trainings. All right, that is cirf.co.in. I give the websites and our social media pages onto the chat. You can see to it, and these are the domains that we train people on with. You can see to it. We give like 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months training on data science, GenAI, deep learning, video analytics, data visualization, cybersecurity, machine learning, web technology, image analytics, and also on bio blockchain. All right, and also on blockchain. You can see to it. We provide both on online and offline mode. If you're interested to learn, then you can join. All right. Thank you all. Over to the organizers. Now,
On behalf of the organizing team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who contributed on the success of today's workshop on AI and Industry 4.0 tools for innovators and entrepreneurs. My sincere gratitude to a resource person, Dr. Robin, for sharing the valuable insights and practical guidance. I also thank all my participants for active involvement, thoughtful questions, and enthusiasm throughout the session. A special appreciation goes to the organizers and the volunteers for the dedicated efforts behind the scenes. Your support made this event meaningful and impactful. Thank you once again. We look forward for meeting you in future programs. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Again, madam. Thank you.
And welcome, sir.
Okay.